continuing on Chairman Corvasi's comments, you know, the Supreme Court has actually come out and said pretty much what you just said, in that technology has gotten to a point where it's difficult for them to, you know, balance between technological advances today versus what the founders had in the days in which they developed the Bill of Rights. And one of the things they've outright come out and said is, in a lot of cases, it's on the individual states and the federal government, if they so wish, to actually address these issues. This is another one of those, in my opinion, a loophole that's been created in the Fourth Amendment called the third-party doctrine. The third-party doctrine states that if you willingly give up your information, your data, in this case specific data, to another party, i.e. a cell phone company, whether it be Google, Apple, your bank, if you give your information to your bank, that they don't require a warrant to access that information, to include your geolocation data. You have your cell phone on and it's transmitting your location at all times. They don't need a warrant to find out where you were, and they can find out exactly who you were, and they can just draw in a big net and collect up all the information. The example around a bank. They can now go in, if there's a bank robbery, collect all the cell phone signals, all the cell phones that were within a particular area, and know exactly who was down to the person who was there. And then they do the exact same thing for another one. And they see everybody that was there, as opposed to the option, I believe is in this, in this legislation, what would be offered would be general information. It would place I guess you could say it would black out your personal identification information. So it would say that your geocode would be assigned, you know, a 4-digit number, and they would know that that 4-digit number just happened to show up at 3 different places, which then makes you probable cause to then reach out to the cell phone company. So if cell phone 123 shows up outside of 4 different banks that have been robbed, now they've got probable cause to request a warrant to pull in, find out exactly who owns cell phone 123. Whereas now they can pull in everybody's information, know who everybody is. Same thing with anything that you transmit up to the cloud. If you take a picture today, that picture gets transmitted to the cloud, they don't need a warrant to actually access that data. They can do it with a simple, is it summons, or what's the terminology? Administrative subpoena. And again, I just find that in my interpretation of the Bill of Rights, in the intent of the founders, that the third-party doctrine, in my opinion, kind of spits in the face of that. So this legislation would plug a hole in the third-party doctrine in the state of Rhode Island. Again, it would not bind the federal law enforcement agencies, but it would bind our state and local.